Riddle me this, riddle me that. What is wrong? Latest patch. What gets lower as the minutes rise? Stay tuned for the riddle surprise. Hey up guys, I am Jay Cradle and welcome to part 3 of From Liege with Love. We hit a little bit of a conundrum as of late regarding our tactics and player roles. Now, we're going through the game playing a specific tactic which seems to be doing okay. But some of the player ratings when coming out of games or even in-game are considerably poor. We've looked at changing a couple of things around in regards to personnel, but things are still not sorted themselves out. Let's go over and take a look. So we're having a look at our tactics here. As you can see, we've built a good familiarity. The intensity isn't too high, so it means we can get through multiple games within a week without having to rotate the squad too much, which I like. I am a firm believer on consistency. If it's not broken, then don't fix it. You know what I mean? If it doesn't need fixing, then why touch it? My main concern here was the fullbacks. Primarily the fullback right position or your right back, playing as a wing back support. In front of him he has an inverted winger support. And then in the middle, sort of floating in and around this area here, is an advanced playmaker attack. Now, you may think results are going our way, the system is working, the familiarity is there, the player ratings and roles, and average ratings are there. But let me draw your attention to the right backs. Let's go into filter. Let's take out all positions and all sides and bring in those right-sided defenders. Look at the average rating. Our prime sort of out-and-out right backs being Jordan Costain, Walter Hias, and me Kebab. Average rating and last 5-game rating has been very, very poor. To the point where we've had to make half-time substitutions in-game, regardless who we pick. Now, you could look at it in a way, well, if you're chopping and changing that player so many times, he's not going to get a good run in. That's right, he's not going to get a run of games, which then, alongside that comes consistency. But whoever we have picked for however many games has done absolute dire. Now, we have gone down the approach of bringing Gregory Mai into the right back position. Zul, who's normally a left back, is actually going to be playing as an inverted winger up on the right. He has got the technical abilities to do so. So if we take a look at him, go on to the inverted winger support. His technicalities are there for a player at this standard, as well as his mental attributes, and his physicalities aren't too bad either. Let's go into Mai, who is a natural winger. We have been playing him as an inverted winger, but his finishing lets him down. So we have dropped him back to being a wing-back support. The only thing that lets him down in this position is his tackling. Now, if we can be winning the ball back in those key areas of midfield, we primarily only need to be using our wing-backs as an outlet. So let's see how he gets on in his new found role of right-back. Whilst going through this conundrum, we did reach out to the FM community, and we have come up with a couple of things that could possibly work. But one person spoke to me, and that person being FM Stinger, who is very, very good at reviewing a tactic from the outside. And not necessarily breaking things down, but looking at things and going, yeah, that's happening because of this. Very, very good at reading a tactic. Stinger reached out and turned around and said, have you tried this? Have you tried that? Maybe this. But he turned around and said, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Let me show you what I mean in regards to that. The system is working. We'll go into our schedule. Now, if you have a look at pre-season, we opted to play 4-4-2, 4-4-2, 4-4-2 for the first 3 games, only getting 1 win out of 3. I then made the conscientious decision to bring shake your tick attacks, a system which is quite complex and quite, let's just say, dynamic in regards to the instructions and the player roles and the instructions, and quite sort of intuitive. Is it going to work at tier 3 level in Belgium? Well, we've tried it, and it's bloody working. This is what Stinger means. Like, if you're winning games, then why change your system? we've changed the personnel. We've tried a man out in right back. We're putting him at right back. We're seeing if he makes any difference in regards to the rating and the way the game plays out. Because when actually playing these games, the wing back is always in the key areas. He's always where he needs to be at the right time. Is it the fact that the right back's not good enough to be distributing in those areas? He's not good enough to be covering at right back? Or is it just the system? This game we're going to find out. And that is an if, we do hit a blip, in the words of Stinger, then we have got a backup strategic plan to cover all areas. But from now on, let's see how it goes with a new right back in play. Let's get it on, guys. We are actually looking at the results. This is our 10th league game of the season. We have lost one game all season, that being in the Belgian 5th round against FCF Dender. We then went and played them in the league 2 games later and won 1-0. So it genuinely wasn't our day. But again, we are undefeated in the league, approaching our 10th league game. Let's just have a look at the league table very quickly. We are sitting second, goal difference of 18, the highest in the league. We have only conceded 2 goals all season in, say, 9 games. And we could have the opportunity to go joint top here or even top on goal difference. Should we see what we can do? Let's go. So let's just quickly get out this filtered bish bosh. Get off positions, all sides in. Dilly ding, dilly dong. So we've got 1 player. We need to get him in the middle because we need an under 21 player. We need 2 in the matchday squad. I think the rest is looking pretty good. And we'll take Renkin out and put Alferi up in goal there. Beautiful stuff. Let's just click on one of these panels because that really does my head in. Let's go. Submit team. Rocking and rolling, lads. Rocking and rolling. 10th game of the season. Can we go 10 games unbeaten? Opening 10 games unbeaten in the league. Let's find out. Into the dressing room. Point the finger. We've been on a good run lately. We have. Let's pump those fists and get everybody pumped up and motivated for this game. This is a must-win game. We can close the gap on top spot. Go top for the first time. I think where we were playing so early on in the cup, the team above us were playing so many games ahead, so we're finally catching up. Costello with a ball out wide. Rhodes flicks a ball out to Mai. Oh, there we go. That there. Let me break this down ever so slowly. The ball's gone from the centre of the park out to Mai, which is our makeshift right back. Zul, which is a left back playing as an inverted wing on the right, then cuts it back in the box for Alex Liera. The advanced playmaker attack, all coming from that right-hand side. And that right-hand side was what we've been having issues with. Was the advanced playmaker getting in the way of the wing-back? Was the inverted winger cutting in? Who knows? But as things stand, that goal was made up of players on the right-hand side of the pitch. They've got a free kick, which comes in deep. Ooh, back stick. Keeper manages to cover it. Excuse me, lads, and lasses, still feeling a bit rough. Costello with a long throw in, bullet. Mateo, Rhodes, take me home. Nathan Rhodes to the place where I belong. He's just come into the side as well because we've actually moved. Camara into the centre half position. He was playing half back. Oh, it's a pen. Again, sorry guys, I'm trying to concentrate on the match whilst reading off a few bits of info. Yes, Lalmand. I think he's 13th goal of the season so far. Brilliant stuff. Coming into it, I didn't think he was going to be any good, but he's been scoring goals, I tell you that. Things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. Let's just leave it as that, as simple as possible, and watch us fold in half like a deck chair. 4 shots, 3 on target, XG of 1.36, 92% pass completion, 62% possession. Do we need to worry? Right back's playing on a 6.7. It's 6.6 now, see? The left back playing on a 6.6 as well. They were both crucial and key to the build-up of the first goal of the game. That's gone through the second half with no highlights at all. The one thing we are going to do is we are actually going to bring off that centre half so he doesn't get another booking. We're going to change Ernesto Cornejo at right back. We're going to chuck him there. Brilliant stuff. We're going to bring Mai there, and we're going to bring Den in at right back. Brilliant stuff. 3 changes, last 10 minutes of the game. Get some fresh legs on. Fresh heads. Dewey. Madubi with the ball in the middle. Keeper's picked it up at the back stick. Big sort of 4 or 5 minutes to go now. Rose does well. Flicks it back to Debate. Who honestly is worth his weight in gold at this level. Debate is brilliant. I think we're going to be fighting teams off come the end of the season. Castillo down this left-hand side. Does well. With Bib. Liare. Castillo. Rhodes. Liare. Starts the game at right back. Moves the inverted winger out on the right and cuts inside and scores a goal. Beautiful stuff. This is what I'm looking for. This is where I want my inverted winger. So there should be no reason as to why this man here can't be up here. The only reason for that is we need to get him on automatic. But then, because we've got an inverted winger cutting in, and we've got an advanced playmaker ahead of him, and a ball-playing defender below, who are naturally all going to push up, is going to leave the gap in on the right-hand side. So, it's a conundrum, isn't it? It's a puzzle. It's all about making sure players are in the right positions at the right time. What a goal! Fullbacks turning it on, man. Distillo cuts the ball into the box. Alexis Liere, who again we were very sort of and ahhing about changing his role within the centre of midfield from advanced playmaker to a different player role. He kept him. Stinger said, yes, Stinger, I've mentioned your name so many times. Stinger has said, why fix it if it ain't broken? Do you know what I mean? So that's what we did. We didn't fix it. We left things as they were. We changed personnel at right back. That player was playing okay at right back, pushed on to inverted wing back, and he's playing magical. Look at that. 4-0, 10 shots, 5 on target, 2.31 XG, 93% pass completion, and a 62% possession. Lads, that was alright, mate. Don't really have to change much. I'm very happy with the way you played. Continue. Let's get straight into it. Right, guys, I have been Jay Credo, and this has been From Liege with Love. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Please hit that subscribe button and leave a comment, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I've been Jay Credo. You've been awesome. Stay safe, stay well, stay you.